Hello, once again, Dean here from Laws Automotive in beautiful, sunny Portage la Prairie, Manitoba. Today, we're going to be talking about networking. Not the networking on social media, but the networking in vehicles. Network. Let's talk about that today. How important is that? Well, it's important as that, going flatline. Today, especially cars today, this is a 2016 GMC Sierra 5.3 liter 4x4, white with 4 doors, crew cab. We're going to be looking at why the power window, why the power window isn't working, why the door pin isn't turning the lights on, why it's not shutting the power down once you open up the door, stuff like that. That's all has to do with networking today. When you look at these window motors today, let's look at this quickly. It's not a simple one anymore. The red and purple stripe, that's your power. Black is your ground. So you can't reverse polarity these anymore. You actually cannot do reverse polarity on these. It's communication wires. These 3 wires right here, starting from the right, there is a green white, green yellow, and a green violet, and a gray one. That gray wire is for the down, the purple, green and purple is for, give me 1 second. Oh, I think that's express down, and the gray is up and the green white is down, and the yellow green right there, that is a network wire. We'll get to that in a second here. So if you plug this in, you could try bi-directionally testing these, and there's no communication. Nothing's happening. You can check inside here with these pins. The reason why I'm making this video today, and I'm trying not to make it very long, I back probed all 3 of these here, and from the switch, I was getting my voltage drops. So what the computer is doing is it's actually the body control module sending power, a bias voltage from the window motor now, which is a module right here. This is the module part of it. That's the motor part, and that's the part that rolls it up and down. And then the gray wire comes down here, over and across, and back up over to here to the door pin. And that is what either shuts down the power or turns the power on when you're opening up the door today. That's a communication line to get the computer up and running for you. Or if you unlock the button, the door, it starts to prime the fuel system and everything else, especially on GDI systems today. I'm getting off a topic. What I'm trying to say is you cannot bi-directionally change these. Well, you can't do reverse polarity, I mean. If you do, you're in a lot of trouble. These wires here, you cannot short these. I'm just letting you know. Today, if you're getting your voltage drops, because it's going to send voltages out from here, and depends on which one you're pushing. See that the key's on right now. There's nothing happening with the window. So if anybody's having problems with this today, let's take a look at the network. Okay, let's quickly go over setting up network on a computer. If nobody really knows, there's a lot of hours to go through setting up laptops or lab scopes, but I'm just trying to make this thing quick for you. Oh, that's a lot of glare on the screen there. Sorry, guys and girls. Okay. All right. So what you want to do is you can go 2020 is always the best setup. That's what I can give you. So now it's going to say 20 and 20 volts because this is going to be sending out a 12 volt bias. And that's what the computer body control module is sending out. This guy right up in here. It's going to be sending that those communication lines down. So what we're going to do, I'm not going to go through the wiring diagram. I'll just show you quickly here. I have it back probed into the green yellow. And what happens here is you should be connecting up this one to ground. So I'm getting the ground on the pin or on the bolt there. and connect. And see there? I'll switch the screen so it's a little bit easier to see. Yeah, right there. 12.78 volts. And see the little squiggly lines? You don't want to be seeing that type of stuff. You actually want to see communications. So this is the one part to help everybody out there. See, these don't have any, there's no lights to it. All the door pins are on and the lights are on. Everything's on right now. Just to give you some information, if you're looking at this and you don't see these things light up like they're supposed to, that doesn't mean it's dead. That just means there is no there's no communication, and that will trick you. No communication will actually not allow this module to do its job. What you should be seeing, here, watch right here. This is just a quick video just to show you guys what to do. Bypass it, try to find your bias voltages. See when I'm pushing the button there, see how the communication wire bounces up and down, up and down. You can see that on the frequency. Not the frequency, but the voltages. See there? It's dropping down. It's actually pulling the circuit down, but it's not pulling it down all the way. Up here, if I connect it up to here, you would see 4.6 volts, and it would drop to 0, giving this a command to roll down. So you can get all the commands through all the pins, but the motor still won't work without the network. So watch what happens when I find the network, okay? I found the broken wire. Watch what happens when we connect it. Boom. There is our frequency. That is called communication. Now, if you want to see it bigger, this is good enough for me, but if you want to go wider out just so you can see more communications for the geeky type people who want to see that type of stuff. Now, what you can do just to, I know this is not really scientifical, but if you want to, take the end of this wire here, go to this pin here, to your, oh, excuse me, just in a rush today. It's all right. Go into the back here where the pin is, and once you connect the pin up, watch, whoop, the lights come back on. This is the network, and guess what happens? Whoa, whoa, the window works. Okay, so a couple of pieces of information today. Networking. If your network is not working, it doesn't matter if you get your inputs, your outputs, your powers, your grounds. You can have all that running, but if you do not have your network up and running like that, it's not going to work. So my suggestion today is check your networking. Look at your network. If you're having no lights, no powers, like no light on here, on any of this stuff here, check your network first. And if you don't have a network, get the network, find the good network from the body control module, and plug it in. See, goes back to life. Okay, some quick, helpful hints for you today. Things to be looking for. Networking. If you see a flat line, you probably have a shorted module. If you see high voltage, you probably have an open. Find that open, and you'll fix the vehicle. Till later, have a good one.